On behalf of the National Assembly, I express sincere gratitude to Mr. President for taking time out of the grueling demands of his office to undertake a time-honored democratic tradition of presenting and laying the budget estimates for the year 2024. Your presence in this honorable excellency is indeed historic, not only because it represents your first address to the joint session of the National Assembly as the 16th President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but also because it represents a homecoming for you. We are taking this important constitutional responsibility. You have continued what you started at your inauguration on 29 May 2023. All your actions since then have been bold, decisive, and purposeful. They indicate your resolve to make decisions that may be hard but necessary to remedy past errors and put Nigeria on the path of economic recovery, security, and development. We commend you for your commitment and determination. Your Excellencies, your administration's renewed hope agenda is the philosophical foundation of the legislative agenda of the 10th House of Representatives. We have developed a detailed roadmap to ensure that the legislature supports, promotes, and oversees the strategic objectives of this government. A major thematic area of our agenda is economic growth and development. We recognize the role that Parliament plays in shaping the economic trajectory and the role that we play in influencing economic development. Towards this end, the National Assembly will support the government policies and programs targeted at alleviating poverty, economic restructuring and diversification, as well as social sector reform and development. For the first time in our legislative history, the 10th House of Representatives created monitoring and evaluation committees to ensure effective implementation of the budget and Mr. President's 8-point agenda, among others. I'm happy to report to Mr. President that the legislative agenda was on 4th November 2023 compared to the Nigerian public through the distinguished chairmanship of the Senate President, distinguished Senate President Mr. President, it is a well-known fact that millions of our constituents are living through incredibly difficult times. For this reason, they also look to your own administration to provide quick and sustainable results. The antecedents of the President and your track record in governance is there a lot of people and hope in Nigeria. It is for this reason to fair Nigerians. If anyone can change the roads and charge the imports to Nigeria, it is emphatically you. I have no doubt whatsoever that you can make your own applications of Nigeria through a visionary leadership and commitment to the national service. Accordingly, the budget laid before us today should not be seen as a mere financial document, but a reflection of our collective resolve to address the most critical needs of our citizens. In order to promote economic growth and development, the 2024 budget should prioritize social welfare programs to help reduce poverty and inequality. Equally important is job creation and youth empowerment in view of the large and ever-growing youth population. Failure to do this means failure to invest in our future. This budget must also prioritize investment in education and healthcare, which is critical human capital development and a more productive workforce. Infrastructure development is another critical area of importance, which is crucial for economic growth. The biggest challenge, however, is balancing these priorities within the constraints of available resources. In view of this, and the related challenge of high level of public debt, the National Assembly will ensure that the 2024 budget includes concrete strategies for sustainable debt management, including measures to increase revenue and control expenditure. Specifically, the focus should be on raising more revenue through tax reform, fiscal reform, subsidy reform, foreign exchange convergence, and centralized revenue collection. In our recent engagement with NDAs on the MTEP, we emphasize the need for revenue-generating agencies to double their target to meet the 18 trillion revenue projected in the budget. Mr. President, the effectiveness and legitimacy of fiscal policies depend to a very large extent on public support. As the People's House, and in line with our legislative agenda, the House of Representatives will convene the first national citizens budget town hall to harness public input and opinion on this budget. We are convinced that this will increase transparency and accountability, improve policy making, and increase trust in government. Public participation in the budgetary process has been shown to improve resource allocation and service delivery as well as the most equitable and affordable. By seeking input from citizens, we aim to understand their local needs and preferences better and allocate resources more effectively. Your Excellency, going forward, will also work to institutionalize pre-budget engagements with the executive to further improve and enhance the budget process. The House has already commenced interface with NDS through the sectoral debates to understand the challenges facing government agencies and identify areas for legislative intervention. All of these efforts are geared towards ensuring that we provide the necessary legislative support to your administration's renewed work agenda. Your Excellency, I cannot conclude my remarks without highlighting some of the perennial problems that have hampered the budget process in Nigeria. These are well known to Mr. President, who is an experienced ex-legislator. Although the government budget is an important tool for economic management and promoting growth and development, it has generally not met the expectation of improved service delivery and development. This has largely been due to challenges related to budget enactment, budget implementation, and budget oversight. The well-known gaps in the various stages of the budget process underscore the need for budget reforms, including altering relevant sections of the Constitution and existing laws to strengthen the budget process and transform our budget into an authentic tool for development. For this reason, I propose enacting a budget act, strengthening the budget process and promote development outcomes. This is a well-established practice in democracies across the world. Mr. President, let me, on behalf of my colleagues in the National Assembly, assure you that we give this bill the utmost priority it deserves. Where we give it accelerated consideration, we will diligently scrutinize it alongside Nigerians to ensure that when it is passed, it will be a budget that best addresses the most critical needs of our people. Accordingly, we seek the cooperation of all heads of MDS, especially during budget defense by committees. We should thoroughly examine various aspects of the budget proposals, including economic feasibility, allocation and utilization of funds, and sustainability of proposed fiscal policies. This is essential for maintaining checks and balances and ensuring that government spending aligns with national priorities and is conducted transparently and efficiently. Therefore, I urge all stakeholders to approach the deliberations on this budget with a sense of purpose and commitment to national development. Distinguished senators, honorable members of the People's House, we must proceed with the huge task ahead. The next couple of weeks will be tough and demanding for us, but I do not doubt our capacity to effectively and speedily discharge our constitutional mandate. We must ensure that the budget, when finally passed, meets the expectation of the people we represent. We must frequently follow through the implementation processes through our various oversight engagements. Mr. President, let me conclude by a short vote of thanks. My short vote of thanks by once again thank you for undertaking this important exercise of budget presentation to the National Assembly. I wish to categorically express the assurances of the 10th Assembly to work with you to ensure that you succeed and also Nigeria succeeds. Thank you, and may God continue to bless the federal government.
To invite my brother, the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives,
lalong na ci haya daw sana man zai bari ne dawo zai bari a kiman ai yanzu ba bangaren sanar da shin to akwai abun nan akwai sauran shara ba na can an gama an gama shine zai bari can ne da sanar
sabon chamber mu za su samu. To su chamber su da za su samu.